Yes, Nithyanandam. In just a few more minutes, we are going to be. I apologize for the technical glitch. Yes, in just a few more minutes, we are going to be entering into the most awaited Darshan, Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara through the Nijavatara, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism. And all of us are really delighted for this darshan because we are going to be having the darshan of Bhagavan Parandhama himself, literally deified in this planet. We are going to be experiencing him as a Nijavatara. And the most blessed part here is that the cosmic portal is going to open up for Vaikuntha Loka. So all of you can experience Vaikuntha directly. Today we are going to have the Swargavasal, the doors to Vaikuntha literally open up, and you can experience Vaikuntha today just by connecting and having the darshan through the Svargavasal, you will enter into Vaikuntha. How many of you want to experience that? We have been having non-stop back-to-back programs for last, I don't know, like in how many hours, more than 20 hours, 24, more than 24 hours we have been having. I think almost like 36 hours we would have crossed now till the Jan 1st ends, like on this planet we are going to be having the back-to-back programs as a part of Bhakti Bonanza, and we are also having continuous darshans after darshans. We had the darshan when New York celebrated the New Year, when Los Angeles celebrated the New Year. We had darshan when Paris celebrated the New Year. We have been having back-to-back darshans. We also had darshan when India celebrated the New Year. So we have been literally having a feast, a divine feast. And now we are so blessed because on the most auspicious time of Vaikuntha Ekadasi, we are going to be having the darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara.
And today, any prayer that you have, any boon that you want to ask, any prayer that you have, go ahead. Bhagavan Venkateshwara is making himself available exclusively for you to ask your prayers, to grant you boons, to fulfill all the desires that you have. And today is the best day for you to connect to Bhagavan Venkateshwara as he opens up Vaikuntha exclusively for us. So, this is the best moment you can experience it.
And not just that, during this time, any desire that you have, you will just see how you'll be showered. Understand, this is like a direct connection you are having to the cosmic portal. So we are going to be showered with Bhagavan Venkateshwara's darshan. So we welcome all of you to join us for this program. We have been learning about wealth manifestation, techniques to manifest wealth, and now we were just learning a few minutes ago in the previous stream that you would have seen, you would have listened to and been a part of learning about how Guru is the ultimate wealth. Now we're going to be continuing to watch that and then entering into the darshan.
Self-effort or Guru's grace? This is one of the important problems seekers face in their life. Is it Guru's grace or self-effort? If it is self-effort, why do we need Guru? If it is Guru's grace, why should we do any self-effort? I am solving this paradox, this problem once for all. Understand, you need to have self-effort to be in Guru's grace. You need to have Guru's grace to have self-effort. Both are not contradictory. When you catch Guru's grace, put your self-effort to be in that grace. Avoid all the negative talks, negativity about the master and you. When you have the Guru's grace, take the inspiration from him and start the self-effort. When you have the self-effort, put the effort to be in Guru's grace. When you have Guru's grace, use that grace to create self-effort. You need to have self-effort to sit in Guru's grace, to be soaked in Guru's grace every day. I remember once, one of my Guru, Narayana Swami Tata, his name, locally people used to call him Narayana Swami Tata. He is well known in Tiruvannamalai, especially because all the unresolved crimes by the police, the main town police station, all the police officers will come to him. All the police officers who worked in Tiruvannamalai town 30 years before, they know this Narayana Swami Tata whom I am talking. Now, listen to this Narayana Swami Tata's leelas and few things. All these police people will come to him for resolving all the unresolved crimes. He will use his powers and give all the details. Where that criminal is hiding, where that thief is sitting, where that stolen goods are kept. Even in the murders, he will tell very clearly who has murdered, how the murder happened, and police will go and solve the crimes. One day, one person caught in a crime, not because he did a crime, but he was in a wrong place with the wrong people. So his friends took him, saying that, come on, let's go for rounds to roam around. Without telling this person they are all planning for committing a crime, they just took him like a company. But when they went there, they all committed the crime which the team committed the crime. This fellow went there without knowing that the plan was a crime. And this fellow was a devotee of this Narayana Swami Tata. Listen carefully. His name, that person's name, I still remember, Sivan Pillai. That Sivan Pillai is a devotee of Narayana Swami Tata. That Sivan Pillai was called by his friends, come on, let's go for a trip. They took him. But his friends did not tell that they are planning to commit certain crime and they are taking this fellow along with them for that crime. Because that gang, which was planning for a crime, they know this Tata will tell all the truths to the police and the police will arrest them. But if Tata's devotee is part of their gang, the Tata may save that gang to save his devotee. That was the plan. So they took this Sivan Pillai with them and committed the crime. The Sivan Pillai did not participate in the crime, but he was part of the team. He ran back to Tata, Narayana Swami Tata, and begged him, please save me. I did not do the crime and they lied. They did not tell me that they are going to commit this crime and they just took me with them. Even though I have not done the crime, but I was part of that team when the crime was committed. Tata said only one thing. All right, go and sit. He particularly mentioned one cave in Arunachaleshwara hill. In that Arunachala hill, he said, go and sit in that cave. Don't come out of it. You will get the food inside the cave. As long as the food comes to you, don't come out. Eat, stay, don't worry, don't come out. This fellow is such a obedient disciple, he went and did the same. As usual, the police came to Tata to resolve this crime. And Tata gave all the instruction and he showed all the team fellows and all of them got arrested other than his devotee. Those fellows got arrested and put in. And I was witness for both the scenes, when Sivan Pillai came and cried and when police came and reported the crime and he resolved the whole crime and everything. I asked Tata, you could have just saved Sivan Pillai because he did not commit the crime, he was only in the scene. If you did not tell his name, that's enough. Police is not going to go and arrest him. Why did you tell him to go and sit in the cave? Then Tata told me, hey, illada Tambi. He told me in Tamil. I'll tell exactly in Tamil and then translate. Illada Tambi, அவனுக்கு பந்தனம் இருக்குடா, அதனால பந்தன யோகமா மாத்தத்தான் குகைக்குள்ள போய் உட்கார்ந்து தியானம் பண்ண சொல்லிட்டுண்டா. Instead of jail, he changed it into bandhana yoga, means withdrawal from society, and he was meditating, and the same punishment is now used as transformed into tapas, and that fellow got some powers because he obeyed the Guru work. See, if he has gone to jail, he would have been physically, mentally broken, lost all the best things he had in his life. But bandhana got converted into bandhana yoga by Guru's grace, and he got all the best things in the life. He got powers, blessings of the Guru, got saved from the jail, and all the other social stigma associated with it, everything. He got all the best instead of all the worst. The Guru's grace, Guru Bhakti. And that fellow was so deeply devoted to the Guru, he just obeyed. Whatever Guru said, he did not say, oh, how will I get food? How will I get water? How will I go for 1, 2, 3? He did not ask any of that questions. He just went and sat in that cave, did not come out. And even I don't know how many days he was there and how he managed 1, 2, 3. I know for sure after that he was very healthy. And he did not have any legal or any problem. And he started even manifesting powers because he obeyed the Guru's words. The possibility of bandhana became converted into bandhana yoga. Bandhana Shapa got converted into bandhana yoga by Guru's grace. Guru can change everything. I should say, listening to Guru can change everything. More than Guru can change everything. Listening to Guru can change everything. Listen. With tremendous compassion, deep love, I will reveal this truth. All words, teachings, philosophies, principles are only to lead you to, connect you to, inspire you to be with embodied Guru. Once you find the embodied Guru, Guru Vak is your Shastra, Guru Vak is your scripture, Guru Vak is your principle, Guru Vak is your philosophy, Guru Vak is your Veda Vak. understand? Your mind is so cunning. It uses all the strategies you used against others, against you. One of the most beautiful thing happened in me is I can't relate even with me without Arunagiri Yogeshwara being alive within me. Understand? When I walk, I can see very clearly my inner space when it gives command. It is only that Arunagiri Yogeshwara giving command to walk as he used to walk, as he is walking. To the idea of right, to the idea of wrong, to the idea of good, to the idea of bad, to the idea of sin, to the idea of merit, to the idea of beauty, to the idea of ugly, to the idea of duality, to the idea of oneness. Anything. I cannot relate with it without the embodied Guru's existence in me. It is just embodied Guru's existence made my mind irrelevant to my existence. So the delusion becomes irrelevant. Maya, through Bhava, delusion is irrelevant to me and to my existence. My Atma Tattva is fully Guru Tattva, embodied Guru, ensures your consciousness manifests Paramashiva, ultimate. Listen to this intensely. Whenever my gurus, Arunagiri Yogeshwara, he talks about some power, I simply know it is mine because he has it. When he has it, it is mine. I have a right. I am so obedient to him. So involved with him. I just know anything he has is mine. I tell you, I have some of the real gems, that kind of disciples. You may feel they are crazy if you see my relationship with them and their relationship with me. You may think it is crazy. But you should know it is gracie, not crazy. I'll give you many examples. One example right now I can remember. I can give immediately. One day I called Bhagavan Reddy from Dallas. I called him and told him. He asked me the boon to bless him with the wealth. I told him, stop seeing these movies, cinema, especially Telugu movies. It's not that I'm against cinema and Telugu movies. No, I'm not against movie or cine industry. I just told him, stop watching movies. I'll shower you with wealth. He simply obeyed me. He simply obeyed me. You should know not only wealth, his whole family, the whole ecosystem. He is now ready to blossom as an ecosystem for his whole city. When I give a Guru Vak, I'll precisely put my hand on that only. See, only one Guru Vak, Bhagavan Reddy obeyed. I gave him one Guru Vak, stop watching movie. That's it. He asked me, can I watch this movie, that movie? I'll stop Telugu movie, but can I watch this devotion? I said, nothing doing. Stop watching. And I tell you, not only the wealth, the kind of a success, fulfillment, everything he is enjoying now is just because he obeyed that one Guru Vak. Just only one Guru Vak. And I know within next few years he will become billionaire. Not just millionaire, billionaire.
Guru is the ultimate grace that one can receive in life. So beautifully, Swamiji revealed to all of us about the importance of Guru in one's life.
And so powerfully, Swamiji explained to us how just listening to Guru is enough. You can achieve anything you want in your life. Just listening to Guru. So the most important, most powerful truth is you listening to Guru Vak. And that is the ultimate wealth. So from morning we all have been preparing, learning so many different things about wealth manifestation. What are the techniques to manifest wealth? How the conflicting, contradicting, and complicating desires in us avoid us from prevent us from manifesting wealth, and they actually instead manifest what we do not want in our lives. And we also did a process for completing with those. We also went through a series of techniques of how you can precisely become a wealth magnet. And we also saw so many, we also listened to so many important revelations from Swamiji to understand, have the right understanding and the right relationship with wealth.
And we also understood the secrets of attracting wealth. What exactly you need to have, why it is so important to have the right cognitions about wealth, and how the cognitions that you carry about wealth can directly impact not just you manifesting wealth, but you manifesting anything in life. And ultimately, we all understood how Guru's grace is the ultimate wealth that one can have in life. Now, as all of us are preparing for the darshan today, we are all going to be receiving the darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara after a very long time, exactly on the auspicious occasion of Vaikuntha Ekadashi. Very, very shortly, anytime soon. Now we are going to be having the darshan, the screen opening. It is very, very important. See, the most important, the key thing to this entire darshan is you seeing exactly the moment when the door opens. That is called the Surgavasal opening, like Vaikunta, when the doors of Vaikunta opens. So that means that's the exact time where the portal opens up for you to access the Vaikunta Loka, the plane of Vaikunta. So the most important thing is to see the screen opening. That carries a very important significance. So I request everybody, before we move to further preparation, I request all of you here to let us know how many people have you invited so far to watch the darshan now.
Yes, Amin Paryavi, Paudrangan, and Manina, Eva Anderson, Ma Martha Watson. So many of you have been participating continuously. Ma Bhakti Vasyananda, Ma Smriti Ananda, Yashodan Kulkarni, Susan Davidson, Devika Ranima, Ma Bhakti Vasyananda. Yeah. And so many of you that are there still logged in. And Rodriguez, many of you have been very, very, very participative. I request all of you to post it now in the chat. How many people did you invite? Because very few more moments left before we have the darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. The darshan is extremely sacred, extremely powerful darshan, where just through the darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara, you will directly reach Vaikuntha Loka, the abode of Parandhama. Actually, we are going to be doing it as per the temple timings in the Sri Rangam temple.
And please understand, this darshan is going to be very, very, very powerful, especially in the dimension of manifesting abundance in any aspect in life, whether it is wealth, whether it is health, relationships, knowledge, education, intelligence, any aspect in life. You can manifest abundance.
And now, to manifest this, and for your family and friends also to be able to manifest this, I request all of you to post here in the chat how many people have you invited. They need to join right now, because in like we have barely any minutes left before we have the darshan. As soon as the temple doors, the doors of Vaikunta opens in Sri Rangam, Sri Rangam is a place where Parandama himself had descended physically to give darshan to everyone. So when the moment the doors in Sri Rangam open, in the temple of Sri Rangam open, it is going to be opening for us also, and the cosmic portal will be opened by Bhagavan Parandama, and he is going to land, descend in the Nijavatara. So all of us can experience him physically, and we are going to be experiencing the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. I am seeing in the chat now, Ma Brahmanyana has posted saying she invited 50 people, and Ma Susan Davidson, I have invited the Ottawa Sangha and will send a friendly reminder. Great, Ma. Ma Martha Watson has invited 2 people. You all can keep
I just wanted to share with all of you. See, please understand why it is so important to bring people, invite people. Yes, one is it will immensely benefit them. That is true. That's understood. But more important than that is to explain this. I would like to share a very quick story. Ramanujacharya was a great devotee of Bhagavan Parandama, Venkateshwara. To this day, his Jiva Samadhi is there. His living body, which is breathing, is there in Sri Rangam temple. So the happening is so beautiful. In his life, he goes to his guru and he seeks for experiencing the ultimate enlightenment. And his guru gives him the Mahanarayana mantra, the Mahavakya, by chanting which one can immediately transport themselves to Vaikunta. And the guru warns him saying, do not share this with anyone, because if you tell this to anyone, they will go to heaven, but you will go to hell, because only a guru can give this. And Ramanujacharya is like, he chants the Narayana mantra. The moment he chants the mantra, he gets such a powerful experience that he's so impacted by that he immediately feels like he has to share this with as many people as possible. So immediately he goes to the tallest building. In those days, the temple tower. He climbs up the temple tower, gathers everyone in the village. He chants out the name, the Mahavakya, so loudly. Then people are like startled. They're like, they all have such a blissful experience, and they're wondering, but how? Why did you tell it? Like the Guru asked, like I told you not to tell, right? Then Ramanujacharya told, I have no problem if I go to hell, but I am sure they all will go to heaven. That is enough for me. And then very beautifully the Guru replies saying, that cognition, that experience is the real heaven. And just for doing that, Ramanujacharya will attain the highest of heavens. Of course, it's much more than heaven, the space of oneness with Parandhama. So beautiful this is happening. When you share, when you reach out, share your joy with more number of people, make them part of this experience, your experience of darshan, your power manifestation, your experience of oneness, everything will increase multifold. This is a very, very, very powerful one. So invite as many people as possible. Don't bother. Don't worry. Actually, there are so many ways right now that right now we will have, like for example, we may have your friends, family members, you can just share one on Facebook, one on Twitter, YouTube. Just go as many places as possible and share. We are having so many of you are posting. I've invited 50 people. Great. Okay, Ma Bhakti Vasyananda is inviting everyone on her personal messages many times on Twitter, Facebook groups, and WhatsApp. Wonderful, Ma. Ma Smriti Ananda is sharing now. You all can let us know how many people you have shared to. Ma Kshipra Prasadanika to 5 people. Ma Bhakti Vasyananda to 28 people on WhatsApp. Okay. Reach out to as many people as possible because this is a moment they should not miss. Exactly when the doors open. And invite as many people as possible to join the two-way link, the Naina Diksha link.
Seeing many more people posting here. You all can continuously keep posting who all you have invited because just a few minutes away. Okay, I think more yes, people are posting here. In just a few more minutes, we are going to go experience the cosmic portal opening up for Vaikuntha Loka. I request all of you to post here whoever you have invited. Please take a moment and post here.
All of you can post, invite maximum number of people, and please remember to tell them before, like they have to tune in as soon as possible because any time the door to Vaikuntha is going to open. Isn't it so exciting? Like you are sitting here right in front in just a few moments. In just a few moments, the door to Vaikuntha is going to open. Actually, we'll all be preparing with the Dhyana Shloka to Bhagavan Venkateshwara as we all get ready to receive the darshan. So I request every one of you, invite as many people as possible. You have a very less time, you have very few minutes. So go ahead and invite as many people as possible. You can share the YouTube live link. Right now you're all watching us on YouTube, Facebook and various other social media platforms. So go ahead, click the share button and you can copy the link, paste it on Facebook and share it. In Facebook also you can share the live video of us, and in YouTube you can share it. Let us reach out. We should have as many beings as possible right now to receive this darshan because this is the most powerful way. On the 1st of January in the US, all of us are going to be getting access to the Vaikuntha, the portal to manifest highest wealth, abundance in every aspect in life. So any of your friends who are struggling with job, who are struggling with manifesting wealth, manifesting anything in life, go ahead, share with them. They may be new, they may not understand what it is okay. But this is the best thing you can do for them in their lives. Else they'll have to wait for one more year for this opportunity.
And this is the main link where the darshan is going to be happening in a few more. We barely have minutes left. Understand, time is ticking. Please take this link, share it with everyone that you have invited. A warm welcome to all those that are joining us newly right now. Please take this link and share it with everyone because we are going to be having a live darshan starting any moment now as soon as the doors in the Srirangam temple open. The moment the cosmic portal opens for Vaikuntha, We all are going to experience the darshan of Bhagavan Parandhama. Understand what darshan we are going to be having today is one of the most powerful darshans, because in this darshan we are experiencing the highest existence of Parandhama. We are not just going to be experiencing the avatar of Parandhama as when he has come down as Tirupati Balaji Srinivasa, or as Krishna, or as Rama. Those are the avatars, like as they had descended in the physical frame. But today what we are going to be experiencing is Parandhama himself as he is in Vaikunta, the exact form, the ultimate space that he resides in. That space is going to open up for us.
So please understand, to all of those who are listening for the first time, see the science of Bhava Samadhi Darshan. If we, in Hinduism, we all worship deities. Understand, we don't worship stone. We worship the deity through the stone, like Swamiji beautifully tells it. So in that process, even the deity itself becomes sacred. So the very form of Paramashiva, the very form of Parandhama, that ultimate divinity, connects us to the highest consciousness. So there's a very beautiful word for it in Hinduism. We call them as Archavataras. So the consciousness, which is formless, manifests through various different beings, what we generally call as avatars. Like for example, the consciousness of Parandhama manifested through the being of Mahavishnu, and they manifest as they manifest as Nijavataras in various different forms, like Rama, Krishna, and various different forms. Darshan we are going to be having is of that very consciousness Parandhama. The Vishnu, the consciousness of Parandhama manifests through the being of Vishnu. Being is the light body, like the Divya Sharira. And they manifest as a physical embodied form as the Nija Avataras. Now, Archa Avataras, meaning deities that we generally see and worship in temple, they also carry the consciousness, but just that it is enough to receive that consciousness from deities. And hence, to bridge this gap, the Nijavatara comes down. And for all of us, Swamiji, the Nijavatara, the embodied form of Parandama, has come down to give us the darshan of this ultimate consciousness. So go ahead, share with as many people as possible. Do not miss. In just a very few minutes, very brief seconds, we're going to be starting the darshan. We're having people, okay.
I'm seeing Ma Brahmanyana
invited 60 people.
And no, she looks like she has invited a total of 120 people. That's wonderful. Ma Brahmanyana, you should actually get all of them to come and join now. We don't have much time left. Ma Devika Rani, Ma Bhakti Vasyananda, Ma Susan Davidson, Ma Kripa Prasad Nikananda. I'm just reading out the people that have posted that they have invited. Ma Smriti Ananda, you have said you're going to be sharing now. Please let us know how many people you were able to invite, because we barely have any time left before the darshan starts. So we request everyone to urge and get as many people as possible, because today, understand, this does not happen every day. This is not something that you get every day or any time in the month. No. This is an extremely rare happening where the cosmic portal, see, the whole cosmos aligns in a way where it just opens up a portal for you to directly access the Vaikuntha Loka. So you have the access to that right now. So all you need to be doing is you just need to be here for the darshan. As soon as the doors of Vaikuntha Loka opens up and the cosmic portal becomes open for us to experience, immediately you will be transported to that Loka. It's a very very powerful space you're having. I request all of you, Ma Radha Rani has also posted that you have posted on WhatsApp. Great, Ma, let's go ahead and share on all the platforms. I request all the people that are logged in, please also share with us which countries are you watching us live right now from. Which countries are you watching us from? How many of you are tuned in from which country? So Ma Smriti also has shared on Twitter. That's wonderful. Please share in as many platforms as possible. I see Ma Devi Karani from Malaysia who has joined in here. We also have people from Canada, from US, and many different places from India. I request all of you to please post which countries are you logged in right now from. I'm so delighted today because today the darshan that we are going to be having is something that is a rare gift that we have gotten. Understand, this happens only once in a year. Only once in a year. And you're going to be directly transmitted to the Vaikuntha Loka itself. So please share with us. We have Ma Yogananda Rupini from Switzerland and Ma Susan Davidson from Canada, Eleanor Mayer from Germany, Ma Smriti Ananda from Naples, Florida, USA, and Ma Martha Watson from Pennsylvania, USA. Wonderful, wonderful to have all of you here. Ma Ragini Anand from UK, Sudarshan Chakravarti from Texas, USA. Welcome. Thank you so much. A warm welcome to all of you that are joining us here. Ma Devika Rani from Penang, Malaysia. Wonderful. It's so exciting to have all of you here because in like a few more minutes we are going to be having the darshan.
And now, as preparation for this darshan, we will all be chanting the Dhyana Shloka of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. I request all of you here, all the participants that are sitting with us, you have just a few moments left. Just a few moments. Please take these few moments and receive Parandhama, to receive that ultimate happening. Let us all get ready. As many people as possible. You still have those few moments left before we get ready to receive the darshan. We will all be chanting
Wow, more people are joining us. Now let's enter into the deep space of meditation. We're going to be having the darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara, Parandama himself. And we're going to be having the cosmic portal opening up for us. Now, let us all get ready. We're going to be chanting the Dhyana Shloka. रेखामयध्वजसुधाकलशातपत्र वज्राङ्कुशाम्बुरूह कल्पकशङ्खचक्रैः भव्यैरलङ्कृततलौ परतत्त्वचिह्नैः श्रीवेङ्कटेशचरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये.
ताम्रोदरद्युतिपराजितपद्मरागौ बाह्यैर्महोभिरविभूत महेन्द्रनीलौ उद्यन्नकांशुभिरुदस्तशशाङ्कभासौ श्रीवेङ्कटेशशरणौ शरणं प्रपद्ये. Surrendering to Parandhama, to Venkateshwara, to the very consciousness of Parandhama that descended as Bhagavan Venkateshwara. Let us all be showered with the auspiciousness. Let us all be showered with the grace, blessings of Parandhama, the very supreme consciousness. Let us all get ready for this most auspicious, most profound showering of blessings in life. Let us all get ready to receive this ultimate supreme experience of Bhagavan Parandhama manifesting as Bhagavan Venkateshwara, gracing all of us to manifest all the abundance in life, all the prosperity, all the punyas, all the powerful components, all the abundance, and manifesting everything in life. Please request everybody that are sitting here, In the next few moments, you will be receiving the Bhava Samadhi Darshan. Please get ready. Sit with your head, neck and spine in a straight line. Invite all the beings that you know in your life who you really feel should not miss, who you really feel should not miss this opportunity of receiving the darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. Share with as many people as possible. Invite as many people as possible for the darshan. Let us all get ready. All get ready to receive this powerful, auspicious, blissful darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. I request all of you that are watching us here, you all can let us know how many people each of you have welcomed, how many people each of you have invited for this powerful Bhava Samadhi darshan. And we are all awaiting the darshan of Sri Ranganatha. We are all really blessed because all of us are going to be having the Vaikuntha Vasal opening for us, having the darshan of Nijavatara exactly that very moment, in the very same moment as it is opening in Ranganatha Swami temple in Sri Rangam. Exactly as the Vaikuntha Vasal, the doors, the portal to the Vaikuntha Loka opens up in Srirangam, as in the Sri Ranganatha temple, where the Archavatara of Parandhama resides. That very same moment, the Nijavatara of Parandhama, the very physical embodied form of Parandhama, the supreme pontiff of Hinduism, will be gracing all of us with the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara. Each of us here are really blessed indeed, because everyone out there can maximum only relish the joy, the darshan of Archavatara. But every single being that is watching this can relish the darshan of Nijavatara, the embodied form of Bhagavan Parandama, as he manifests for all of us. Beings are not mature enough to be able to experience that ultimate consciousness through Archavatara, though Archavatara themselves are powerful. And just out of that compassion, to bridge that gap, the embodied form, the Nijavataras come down. And that supreme compassionate happening is the Nijavatara of Bhagavan, Parandama, of the supreme pontiff of Hinduism.
Yes, and this is such a sweet space, a very, very powerful space that we are in. Understand, in just a few more minutes.
Connecting with the divine with your eyes closed is meditation. Connecting with the divine with your eyes open is darshan. Come, let us all now move from meditation to darshan. Slowly, very slowly, please open your eyes.
Hadaram Maduram Vadanam Maduram Nayanam Maduram
ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನವನಿತ ಚೋರ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನಂದನಂದನ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನಂದನಂದನ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನವನಿತ ಚೋರ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನವನಿತ ಚೋರ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವೇಣು ವಿಲೋಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವೇಣು ವಿಲೋಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವಿಜಯ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವಿಜಯ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವೇಣು ವಿಲೋಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವೇಣು ವಿಲೋಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವಿಜಯ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವಿಜಯ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ 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 ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ಆನಂದ ಕೇಶವ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ಆನಂದ ಕೇಶವ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನಂದನಂದನ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನಂದನಂದನ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನವನಿತ ಚೋರ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನವನಿತ ಚೋರ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವೇಣು ವಿಲೋಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವೇಣು ವಿಲೋಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವಿಜಯ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ವಿಜಯ ಗೋಪಾಲ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ ಹರಿ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ ಗೋವಿಂದ.
ತಿರುಮಲವಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯ ಪುರೀಶ. ತಿರುಮಲವಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯ ಪುರೀಶ. ತಿರುಮಲವಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯ ಪುರೀಶ. ತಿರುಮಲವಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯ ಪುರೀಶ. ದೇವಾದಿದೇವ ನಿತ್ಯ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ದೇವಾದಿದೇವ ನಿತ್ಯ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ದೇವಾದಿದೇವ ನಿತ್ಯ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ದೇವಾದಿದೇವ ನಿತ್ಯ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ಪುಷ್ಕರಿಣಿ ತಡವಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ಪುಷ್ಕರಿಣಿ ತಡವಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ಪುಷ್ಕರಿಣಿ ತಡವಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ಪುಷ್ಕರಿಣಿ ತಡವಾಸ ನಿತ್ಯಾನಂದ. ಪುಣ್ಯಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ಪುಣ್ಯಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ಗೋವಿಂದ. ಪುಣ್ಯಮೂರ್ತಿ ನಿತ್ಯ ಗೋವಿಂದ. पुण्यमूर्ति नित्य गोविंद नित्यानंद गोविंद नित्य पुरीवास 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 गोविंद तिरुमलवास नित्य पुरेश तिरुमलवास नित्य पुरेश तिरुमलवास नित्य पुरेश तिरुमलवास नित्य पुरेश देवादिदेव नित्य गोविंद देवादिदेव नित्य गोविंद देवादिदेव नित्य गोविंद देवादिदेव नित्य गोविंद पुष्करिणी तडवास नित्यानंद तडवास नित्यानंद पुष्करिणी तडवास नित्यानंद तडवास नित्यानंद पुण्यमूर्ति नित्य गोविंद पुण्यमूर्ति नित्य गोविंद पुण्यमूर्ति नित्य गोविंद पुण्यमूर्ति नित्य गोविंद नित्यानंद गोविंद नित्य पुरीवास 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 गोविंद नित्यानंद 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 गोविंद तिरुमलवास नित्य पुरीश
बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला 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 नित्य नारायणा रंग रंग 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 विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय 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 विठ्ठला गोविंद कृष्ण नाम नित्येश्वर 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 विठ्ठला गोपाल कृष्ण नाम नित्यानंद 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 विठ्ठला श्रीरंग विठ्ठला नित्य रंग 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 विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला नित्य नारायणा रंग रंग विठ्ठला नित्य नारायणा रंग रंग विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला गोविंद वेङ्कटेश्वर विठ्ठला गोपाल कृष्ण नाम नित्यानंद विठ्ठला गोपाल कृष्ण नाम नित्यानंद विठ्ठला श्रीरंग विठ्ठला नित्य रंग 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 विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय 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 विठ्ठला नित्य नारायणा रंग रंग 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 विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला बोलो नारायणा जय जय विठ्ठला गोविंद कृष्ण नाम नित्येश्वर 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 विठ्ठला गोपाल कृष्ण नाम नित्यानंद 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 विठ्ठला श्रीरंग विठ्ठला नित्य रंग विठ्ठला श्रीरंग विठ्ठला
Nityanandam, we just had such a powerful, powerful darshan, such extremely auspicious darshan of Bhagavan, Venkateshwara, Parandama himself, as the Swargavasal opened up in Srirangam, as all of us were ready, the cosmic portal just opened up. Each one of you, whatever desires, prayers, boons that you have posted in the chat, understand this have been directly blessed by Parandama himself. Now, out of this space of gratitude,
That is all. Do a very quick of power manifestation.
you can offer anything that you want to offer. Please take a few minutes and offer whatever you want to offer as your gratitude to Parandama. Bhagavan, your gratitude to Swamiji, manifesting Parandama through him, showering all of us this boon, blessing, experiencing the cosmic portal for everyone here. You all are directly now connected to the cosmic portal. Anything you want to offer, you can offer. can offer now. I see many of you just melting with gratitude. Ma
This,
Kavita Mahesan.
this is the most auspicious moment. Bhagavan Venkateshwara just snatches away all your karmas, all the suffering that you go through, and he showers you with abundance and prosperity in every dimension in life. This is the moment for you to be showered with all the abundance and auspiciousness in life. So, all your gratitude, the feet of Bhagavan Venkateshwara, and this moment, if anyone else who wants to be a part, go ahead, take the step now. Even if you want to manifest MahaParamashivoham, manifest, just go ahead, take a few minutes. You all can offer your gratitude. If any of you want to be part of MahaParamashivoham, pray to Bhagavan Venkateshwara, the very source of manifestation of wealth. He will shower you with all the wealth for you to manifest your ultimate possibility. This is MahaParamashivoham. Go ahead and register your intention to in the link that is projected here, events.kailasa.org/paramashivoham/registration. You all can see the link projected right here in the description box. So please go ahead and take a few minutes. All of you can register for prayer.
I see many of you like Astavarshaya, Kalabhairvaya, Ma Kavita Mahesan, Ma Supraprasad Nityananda, Ilion Mayor. Many of you offering your gratitude. We are now going to be showing you the Niluvathopud, actually the most powerful thing that is available for us is where Bhagavan Venkateshwara literally snatches away all your karmas.
Your gratitude, your love at the feet. You can offer all your karmas. Literally, he will come and snatch it. Connect to Bhagavan Venkateshwara.
And you can also offer your gratitude by just, even if you're logged in through YouTube, just click the dollar button and you can immediately offer your gratitude in any amount that you want to offer in your local currency also. Just offer it to Bhagavan. This is the most powerful time. Even any of you that want to take your jump to become Sarvanyapita Yajaman, Sarvanyapita Karta, this is the most powerful time for that. Immediately you can offer. Just take a few minutes and you can make your offering. We take your step now in this space that you are.
One of you go ahead. Niluvathopud is such a powerful process where you can offer your love and gratitude.
I see many more. Ma Lakshmi, Ma Jalandhar Sthitananda, Ma Debbie Schuller, Ma Hiranmai Mulukutla, Visalam Srihari, Meili Kalahiki, Ma Fenzu. So many of you offering any amount that you want to offer. Just take a few minutes and offer it. Understand, anything you give, as much as possible, you should always just give whatever you have. Surrender yourself to Paranda. He will shower you. Understand, He is the Lord of wealth, abundance. He has Shri, abundance, prosperity in His heart. He just showers you. Anybody that wants to manifest wealth, best time offer whatever you want to offer, you can offer. Just offer to Bhagavan and sing many more people, Karima Mariova and Mazlantika Chateva. Many of you joining in. Welcome to all of you. Just offer your gratitude. This offering of gratitude that you are offering, this is just going to, you'll actually see how powerfully Bhagavan just showers on you.
Yes, Nithyananda Mall, and I'm sure all of you are having an amazing experience witnessing this Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Bhagavan Venkateshwara manifesting through the Nijavatara as Swamiji on this auspicious occasion of Vaikuntha Vasal. Now, we're just going to take a few minutes of your time. Nithyananda Mall, and I'm sure all of you are having an amazing experience witnessing this. Yes, I'm just going to take a few minutes of all of your time to explain the significance of this darshan and why it is extremely important for all of us to experience this darshan and attain the space of Vaikuntha, the Paramapada. So now let's just take a look at a small brief history of the Srirangam temple. Srirangam temple, the presiding deity is Ranganatha Swami. And the Utsav Murti is called Namberuman. The Ranganatha Swami is the first and foremost deity, self-manifested deity of the whole cosmos. Can you believe Ranganatha Swami temple main deity is the first and foremost self-manifested deity first and foremost self-manifested deity of the whole cosmos. Actually, it was Lord Brahma who did a penance to Mahavishnu, and he said, okay, because of your penance, I'm going to manifest as a deity for you to connect with me eternally. So the deity simply appeared. Yes. I'm just going to take few minutes of your time to explain the significance of the event today. Right? And The Ranganatha Swami temple, Srirangam temple, the presiding deity is Ranganatha. So, the importance of this Ranganatha, he is the first self-manifested deity in the whole cosmos. He is the very first self-manifested deity of the whole cosmos. So, it is actually Brahma who did tapas and prayed to Mahavishnu, and Vishnu was pleased with Brahma's tapas, and he grants this boon as a self-manifested deity in Satyaloka, actually. So, and then Brahma continues to worship Ranganatha, and after Brahma, he gives to Surya, right? And then the whole lineage of all the kings and emperors of Surya dynasty worshipped this Ranganatha Swami. So from Surya, the deity was given to Manu, Vaivasvata Manu, and then from Vaivasvata Manu to Ishvaku, and then to all the other kings of Surya dynasty.
And the amazing, this is one of the largest temple monastic complex. And to mention a supreme pontiff of Hinduism, Swamiji, is the emperor of the Suryavamsha lineage, and this temple holds a very unique distinction of being one of the foremost among the 108 Divya Deshams dedicated to Lord Vishnu.
Yes, and this Srirangam temple is one of the largest temple monastery complex, and it has about 7 prakaras. So each of these prakaras actually correspond to one of the lokas, right? So you can see here beautifully how all the prakaras of the Srirangam temple is shown. It has about 7 prakaras. And each prakara corresponds to...
Yes, so these prakaras...
See, you can see here, it is Kali Yuga Raman Tiruvedi. The Bhuloka is the 7th prakara, last prakara. And following that is the Tiruvikraman Tiruvedi, that is a Bhuvarloka, then Swarloka, then Maharaloka, then Janaloka, and the Tapoloka, and the Sanctum Sanctorum, first prakara is called as the Satyaloka. And the Ramanujacharya, he actually contributed a lot towards Vaishnavism, and he was so attached. He worshipped Ranganatha Swami so dearly, and there are so many he organized the entire Vaishnavism literature and made the whole literature available to all the Hindus. And at that time, when Ramanujacharya was there was this time when the
there was a sacrifice.
Yes.
Yes, please go ahead.
So the tyrant king Alauddin Khilji of Delhi Sultanate, he sends his commander Malik Kafur to attack and loot the entire Ranganatha Swami temple. So this happened in 14th century, and the attackers actually killed about 13,000 people in and around the Ranganatha Swami temple. At that time, the sacrifice of the Devadasis, temple dancers, led by Vellayammal, there's a person called Vellayammal, and 70 Devadasis, they did the ultimate sacrifice and protected the life of Ramanuja and the main deity.
Yes. So this was the ultimate, sacrifice, to protect, the main presiding deity, Lord Raghunatha. The Devadasi, Velayammal, lured the invaders, army general, by dancing for several hours, and then, finally killed him by pushing him from, the top of the Gopuram. So following Veliammal, the 69 Devadasis doused themselves, in oil, immolated themselves and jumped down, the invading army, setting them on fire. So this is how they really protected, the millions of Hindus, the town, with their ultimate sacrifice.
And what you are seeing here is the original body of Ramanuja. This is the first advanced science of deification that was represented in the Hindu temple. So when Ramanuja left the body, Ranganatha ordained all the devotees and sadhakas to keep the body under one of the prakaras. And on the third day of burying his body, the whole body came out of the ground in this posture, blessing the whole world. And from that day till today, which is about 850 years, the devotees and sadhakas are actually applying the camphor and turmeric and preserving this body. You can actually, if you see closer, you can actually see the nails on the hands of Ramanuja. And along with Ramanuja, the Utsava Murtis that Ramanuja used to worship, they are also placed. Until today, devotees take the blessings of Ramanuja. And this is extremely advanced science of deification. For 850 years, the whole body is completely preserved, and preserved with the help of camphor and turmeric. And he is grazing eternally all the devotees, whoever is taking blessings from Ranganatha Swami. And people whoever contributed to this construction of this 7 prakaras representing 7 lokas, all of them are also deified. You can see here clearly how each person who contributed towards this deity, towards the temple construction, all of them were deified, and their pictures and images are all inscribed on the pillars of Srirangam temple.
Yes. So I think we should watch, the really the signs of deification. That the Supreme Pontiff of Hinduism also, Swamiji is, reviving, this very ancient, signs of Divya Shariris, and this is such an amazing science Swamiji is reviving for all, the people who are, founding fathers of, Kailasa, which we're going to talk about. But let's hear to this video.
So you can see here beautifully how so you can see here beautifully how the people who contributed to the construction of this Srirangam temple, all these 7 prakaras, each of those prakaras was built by one of the emperors, either the Chola emperor or the emperor who ruled the Srirangapatnam. And the last prakara, the representing the Bhuloka, is not completely completed, but rest of the prakaras are completely finished. And the Ejamans who contributed to those prakaras, their statues are deified on the pillars of the Srirangam temple.
Yes, and also the Nam Perumal Utsavar, is bought from 1,000-pillared Mandapam through the northern gate, Paramapada Vasal to Vaikuntham. So really the auspicious thing, anyone who goes through this Paramapada Vasal, is said to attain liberation. So today, the day when Vaikuntha in parallel universe opens, we can access the feet of Perumal today, and Swamiji Nijavatara is gracing us at the same time. When the Paramapada Vasal is open, and we are able to access Vaikuntha, and on these so in this temple, almost the entire year, is so festive. They celebrate almost 322 days out of the 365 days, in this temple. And Ramanujar has, really very systematically organized, rituals, standards, and revived, the Vaishnavism, glorifying Ranganatha.
Yes, and the deities, the signs of deification that the Srirangam temple is today proudly presenting into the world is what Swamiji is also reviving in Kailasa. The Yajamans who contribute to Kailasa, they are going to be eternally deified, being in the prakaras of all the Kailasas around the world. This science of deification is something too precious to the world, and that is exactly what Swamiji is reviving through this Sarvangapita project. And on this auspicious occasion of Vaikuntha Ekadasi, where we are all blessed to be in the abode of Vaikuntha, after receiving the darshan of Swamiji, who's gracing us as Bhagavan Venkateshwara, today we can make the decision to be eternally in the abode of Vaikuntha by being deified. Your contribution towards Sarvangapita is going to mark your presence in Vaikuntha, your presence in higher lokas eternally at the feet of Bhagavan Venkateshwara, manifesting through the Nijavatara Swamiji. So let us all make a conscious declaration, conscious decision to access these higher vertical time zones. Swamiji is also presenting this beautiful gift to one and all on this New Year occasion, the MahaParamashivoham program, where all of us are enabled and empowered to access all the higher lokas of the world, of the universe. And today being the Vaikuntha Ekadasi, where we have this glimpse of experiencing the parallel universe, Vaikuntha, just right after the darshan of Swamiji, we can make the decision to learn, establish, and manifest these parallel universes in our lives by being part of the MahaParamashivoham program, where literally every single day Swamiji is going to grace us all with 64 manifestations of Paramashiva. So I request all the participants and viewers to register for this 21-day program, MahaParamashivoham. events.kailasa.org/Paramashivoham/registration.
Yes. So on the auspicious, day, today when the Vaikuntha is open, your decision, to really become the Sarvagnapita Yajman or Sarvagnapita Karta, will, when you make that, really decision, today, for for becoming, the founding fathers of, Kailasa, founding mothers of Kailasa, this whole you are into history, becoming, when your deities are, created in Mahakailasa, and you become deified. And this is a historic this will go into history. Today, each one of your decision, to become Sarvagnapita Yajmans, will be like the standing pillars, of the mission and vision of Swamiji. And today is very auspicious day, for each one of you to really make that decision, to become Sarvagnapita Yajman and Sarvagnapita Karta, and you can register in events.kailasa.org/Paramashivoham/registration, and you will be really proud of making this decision, for the for not only for yourself, but also for a higher purpose, and really forever, radiating, enlightenment, in the Divya Sharira.
Yes, and making this decision today, it is such an auspicious occasion where literally the cosmos is showering us to experience one of the parallel universes. It is Paramashiva's compassion that he's showering us with this opportunity that we can access the parallel universe Vaikuntha directly today, wherever we are. So, especially all of us are blessed to experience this Vaikuntha by witnessing the Bhava Samadhi Darshan, experiencing the Bhava Samadhi Darshan of Swamiji manifesting as Bhagavan Venkateshwara. This auspicious occasion, let us take as a huge step towards the manifestation of Sarvanyapita. Everything that you do towards this is going to fulfill us literally from the time you have taken birth till now. Every single thing, we may have chosen so many paths, so many things, but nothing would have fulfilled us. It is really working towards the higher existence, higher manifestations of life. That is the only thing that's going to fulfill us, because you are all Paramashiva as Swamijis. So let us take this Sankalpa, conscious resolution today, especially being the New Year's to the 2023. We can make the decision to become deified, be at the feet of Swamiji eternally by being deified in all the Kailasas around the world. So I request all the participants to sign up for Sarvanyapita. And to have this glimpse of Sarvanyapita, you can be part of this MahaParamashivoham program, where all the best gifts from Swamiji is being delivered, and you're all going to be manifesting the 64 manifestations of Paramashiva. So requesting everybody to be part of this MahaParamashivoham celebrations, and we are posting the link in the chat today.
Yes. So the best part, of this is all of you, when you make this decision right now, to become the Sarvanyapita Yajmans, you are supported, and you are supported through this MahaParamashivoham season 2 program that's happening in February from 9th to March 1st. And really, it is very important that you are supported to become Sarvanyapita Yajman when you attend this program, for 21 days. How you raise your frequency, you manifest, this sankalpa, this decision, that each one of you have, taken to become founding fathers of Kailasa. So I request all of you to become founding fathers of Kailasa. Register and the link above at events.kailasa.org/Paramashivoham/registrations.
Yes, and with this we come to the end of this segment, and the next segment is going to be about learning about the Kailasa's economic principles. One thing that always amazes everybody in this world is how Swamiji, as a village boy, coming from such a simple, humble background, and when he left the home for Parivarajika, for a spiritual wandering, at a very young age, and he established this whole Kailasa, and now he is the head of the state of Hindu nation. How is this possible? It is simply possible because of Hindu economic principles. Swamiji is reviving this Hindu economic principles in Kailasa, and he's offering it to the whole world, where everybody can coexist, everybody can simply manifest this wealth consciousness. So with that as the prelude, let's enter into this Kailasa's economic principles session and learn about the deep secrets that is underlying, that acts as a foundation for Kailasa's economic principles.
Let me openly declare, all my last 26 years of life, after the Yoga Pattabhishekam, 1994, my gurus have put me on the throne. By doing the Yoga Pattabhishekam, they put me on the seat. From that time, all my attempts, whatever I tried to do in Ramakrishna Mission as volunteer, brahmachari, sannyasi, I was volunteer brahmachari. Or after I started this Sangha, all my economic policies were trying to revive these principles of Hinduism. How we can give confidence to people on living enlightenment system, and how that can become not only the cosmic currency, even country currency. I was trying various trial and error methods, but I tell you, very confidently, with the grace of Paramashiva, I am successful in coming to a very balanced, clear policies and principles which will intensely give confidence and secured feeling to people, so they will be part of this whole Dharmo Rakshati Rakshitaha, protecting Dharma and letting Dharma protect us, empowering, protecting Dharma so powerfully, so that becomes a living energy to protect us. I received this knowledge of Hindu economic policies and principles directly from the blessings of my Guru Arunagiri Yogeshwara, directly from him, and then learnt the history, how it used to be a living reality from 230th Guru Maha Sannidhanam of Tondemandala Adinam, Sri Jnanapragasa Desika Paramacharya Swamigal. I wanted to put this on record. Forever he should be remembered as reviver of Hindu economic policies and principles. He taught me, he used to teach me how those days the samsthanas received tax and how they distributed salaries, gifts, awards, rewards. To design this Reserve Bank of Kailasa, I just started simply Googling. I studied 85 countries' bank structures personally. I have notes, all the technical terms. Just Googling. Simple interest. And then mapping them to Agamas. How Agama describes these concepts, I tell you, end of the day. So many people are praising, oh, brilliant idea, gold-based currency. Hey, only 100 years before these countries' currencies have become popular. Before that, the whole world was following only Hindu economy. Hindu economy is simply on gold. Over. Only last 100 years, these various countries and its currencies have become strong exchange mechanism. I'll use the word mechanism only. I will not accept the currency as organism. It's just a mechanism. Organism should have its own independent intelligence and life. It's only a mechanism, regulated. I tell you. The most non-exploiting, unmanipulatable economic system was Hindu economic system. I saw very clearly, few hundred years before, Till the Hindu economic system was allowed to live before the invaders finished it, how it was, they just picked it up and revived. Just simple interest, simple involvement. Listen. Simple involvement, simple interest, makes you absolutely passionate about life. I tell you. I'll tell you this principle which I am talking now is the economic policy, strategy, principle of Hinduism. Listen. The Hindu society, civilization, is focused on Jivan Mukti, enlightenment, moksha. Whether it follows the Shaiva tradition, Ganapatya tradition, or Sakta tradition, or Saura tradition, or Gaumara tradition, or Guru worship, Sampradayas, or Vaishnava Sampradayas, any Sampradaya. Basically, the ecosystem, a civilization, Samastana, is focused on enlightenment. Let me continue with my understand. In Hindu tradition, the economy is 3-layer: grain-based, metal-based, and all the precious things you get from the ocean, pearls, those items. Sanganidhi, Padumanidhi. Padumanidhi means all the items you get from the ground comes under Batmanidhi, like a grain and metal. All the things you get from ocean is formed as Sankanidhi. Shanka, Kanch. Shankanidhi, Padumanidhi. That's all. This two is the currency. And in Batmanidhi, two category: grain-based economy and metal-based economy. Whole thing is contributing economy. Does not encourage stealing, swindling-based economy. No. The Hindu dharmic economy principles Hindu principles of conscious manifestation of reality in every level. I wanted to keep all the Hindu principles alive and bring legitimacy and demonstrate it. It still works. This is the best. Understand? This is the best. The internal administration, was always enriching and raising the humanity and society to the next levels. Art, culture, dance, music, everything was enlightenment based. Everything was enlightenment based. Jurisprudence was absolutely deep understanding about the human psyche. With a tremendous understanding about the human possibility and human existence. It was always prone towards prayaschitta, not punishment. Expectation from the individuals and the way they are placed in society was well defined. Nobody was kept in fear. No way the law can be used for taking revenge. Nobody can be punished for ignorance, because educating the citizens was the responsibility of the king. Principles were straightforward and simple. Administration was more contributing and life positive. Paramashiva declares food has to be completely freely available for the whole nation. So we are going to follow the same procedure. Food, knowledge. See, not only the guru should not charge the student. If guru does not have money to feed the students, you see, in Hindu tradition, the student, not only you can't charge the student has to be given food, given all the things needed, and given education. Intention to study is worshipped in Hindu tradition. So if a child has an intention to study, he becomes a brahmachari. So from that moment, the Hindu society is responsible for giving food, shelter, education, everything needed for that brahmachari. The guru is responsible for providing everything to a brahmachari who want to study. If guru does not have, if guru is not wealthy enough, he has to go for bhiksha. He is allowed to beg. And brahmacharis are also allowed to beg. You can beg, but guru is bound to provide everything to the brahmacharis and give education. We are going to be following the same policy. Not only knowledge is free, all your survival needs during your study period also is free. And we are going to be following the same principles. My vision is to provide all these services to all the 2 billion Hindus all over the world. More than 1.2 billion born Hindus and around 800 million, 0.8 million practicing Hindus are there all over the world. So, I feel my personal vision is to provide these services to all the 2 billion people all over the world. Let's see, with the grace of Paramashiva, we will be able to do it. Same way, in Hindu tradition, doctors are paid not based on you falling sick, but based on your income. Whole village gives share from the harvest to the doctor. Doctor makes sure the whole village is healthy. This is called healthy medical industry. See, only by you falling sick, doctor is going to gain money. How do you expect doctor should be praying for your health? When doctor knows the village's health, my county's health, my taluk's health, my area's health is going to make me more wealthy. He will do research on your diet. He will support you in every level to be healthy, because your health makes him wealthy, not your sickness. Your body is not income source for him. Your active life is income source for him. Understand the shift. This is Hindu economic policies. So, the Kailasa will have the same policies. In Kailasa, we will be practicing these same policies. These are definitions of Dhanam Dhanyam in Hindu tradition. Actually, if at all our next generation starts tasting the Hindu knowledge, Hindu economy principles, they will understand this is the most beautiful, delicious, brilliant. They will just fall in love with all these principles, and simply the whole Hindu economy principles, everything will be revived. My job is only to make you taste the deliciousness of Hindu economy principles by reviving the Hindu Reserve Bank and Hindu currency. Hindu knowledge is capable enough to revive itself, resurrect itself, re-establish itself, reignite the passion in you and excite you again. And just if I share the knowledge and educate you, that's enough. That's all I'm trying to do. I have so much more to share. Please understand this principle. This principle is going to be very important principle in Kailasa economy. I'm going to revive this. If you serve any temple run as per Vedagamas, you get punya, which you can use not only in Kailasa after you leave the body, you can encash them, withdraw as currency even for your day-to-day use, which can be in the form of grains, precious gems, precious metals. I mean what I am saying. This is the fundamental policy with which the Kailasa economic strategy and economic policies are getting evolved. Listen. bringing legitimacy, economic legitimacy to all the religious actions, activities you perform. If you go around Arunachala, the Arunachala Purana describes you will get certain punya with which you can achieve and enjoy Kailasa. Not only you get that, you get even the country currency. You withdraw, you receive currency in the form of grains, clothes, other utilities, including precious metal, precious gems. The ritual happening where all this disbursement happens is yaga, yajnas conducted by the kings in those days. For example, when a Brahmin comes, the senior Vidvats, the senior Brahmins decide this person, this many years, is practicing all the Vedic rituals and teaching. So he gets this much of punya in Kailasa and this much of country currency. The Kailasa currency punya and country currency in the form of grains, precious metal, precious gems, clothes, whatever. This was a living economy of Hindu tradition and Hindu samsthanas, Hindu kingdoms. I'm going to revive it. I will revive it with the grace of Ganapati, Paramashiva. All the gods and goddesses of Kailasa with their blessings. I will revive it. Same way, these principles are elaborately described in Vedas and Agamas. That is going to form the basic structure of Kailasa economic policies and strategies. Everyone is supported so beautifully, nobody feels insecure to manipulate or exploit the economy. That is the most beautiful structure of Hindu economy. Understand, it is such tremendous, deep confidence building system, and so much of security was given. And in Hindu tradition, the two layer, the economic principle, one is the currency. Technically in Sanskrit, if I translate that concept, it's called grain-based currency. Means just by possessing and owning, it has its own utility value, whether the grains or the precious metals, precious gems. By its own value, it has a value. There is no other regulatory body required to establish its value. By you owning and the way it is used, demanded in the society, healthy society, by this simple existence, it has value. Second, the regulatory body always made sure the principle of enlightenment was kept alive in all their regulatory principles. How and why? Gold should be precious metal. how and why, what gems will be considered as precious, everything. The whole regulating mechanism was enlightenment centric. Understand? Rajaraja, for example, builds a huge temples. All of you need to know, it's not that he built only Tanjore temple. Please understand. He built large number of temples. Krishnadevaraya built large number of temples. I should say that all great known kings of Hinduism, whether Cambodia or Somanath or Chidambaram or Tanjore or Jagannath or Nepal or Sri Lanka, anywhere the Hindu civilization was prevalent. It was all temple-centric, temple-based, because that was the source of our knowledge, our economy, principles, systems and strategies. Temple building and sustenance was one of the most beautiful method to keep the economy current. Currency has value only as long as the current is kept alive. So the current is kept alive to keep the value of the currency through this large size temple building and running. Listen, step by step I am explaining. The knowledge keepers who keep the integrity and efficacy of the knowledge, Brahmanas, who give protection from external invasions and internal revolts and keep the living enlightenment, Jivan Mukti lifestyle. Kshatriyas, those people are given, they are paid and given rewards and awards when they demonstrate the valor, protecting the dharma. And same next, Vaishyas, they are supported, encouraged, given protection, supported with the knowledge, encouraged with the infrastructure and market. Protected, given protection for their wealth, for all these services provided by the state to the Vaishyas. In turn, Vaishyas pay the tax to the state. And Shudras are empowered with the land and all the equipments needed to grow grains or everything else needed for the sustenance of the life. In turn, paid, supported with all their needs. It's an amazing, unique, very organized, legitimate civilization. I tell you, the pre-Brancian age civilization, the only civilization still alive. Of course, in a very critical stage, beaten, broken, lost even confidence on themselves and their principles, their ancestors, constantly being told that your ancestors are stupid and your ancestors are useless. See, once you take someone's confidence about their heritage and past, he does not have any more future, because he will not try to replicate his knowledge, heritage, past, the glory of the past in future. He will just surrender to you and listen to you and do what you say as the right future. To enslave a civilization and kill a civilization, remove their confidence about their glorious past. Successfully, this poisoning is done to Hindu civilization. It is almost in intensive care unit, emergency care unit. The only good news is it is not dead. I am back to revive. I will not let it die. Chaturvarnyam maya srishtam gunakarma vibasaha tasya kartaram abhimam vidyakartaram avyayam. The four categories of Varna were created by me according to the people's qualities and activities. Although I am creator of this system, know me to be eternal and will come back again and again to keep this system alive. For example, Brahmana, when he performs something great, when he is high achiever, he is supported, gifted with all the things which strengthens his lifestyle. Same way, for example, a Kshatriya, when he performs something great and when he becomes high achiever, he is gifted with some things which strengthens his valor and his lifestyle and what is expected from him. For a successful society, he gets glory, name, fame. Many women decide to marry him. He is glorified in such a way, the society is enamored by his glory and valor. Same way, Vaishya, when he becomes a great, successful high achiever, the kind of the glorification done to him is different. The glorification done to him supports him in his profession to achieve more success. Great, amazing, beautiful society was kept alive with the principle of enlightenment.